continue our class on agreement. We have done the first two rules, that is shifting pronoun, subject verb agreement, pronoun antecedent, and here now we are with the third one, shifting construction. So here the rule says that to maintain a single idea, sentences must be the same in person, number, voice, and tense. What do we mean by maintaining a single idea? When you are saying one particular thing, you don't have to jump from one tense to the other or change voice or person. So we now have to explain what we mean by all these. When you talk of person, you don't shift from first person pronoun to third person or something like that. So when we are talking about person, we are talking about first, second, and third person's pronoun, personal pronouns. The number is concerned with singular and plural. You don't have to start with singular and then end with plural. Then the voice now talks about active and passive voice. You don't have to begin a sentence in active voice and end with passive, or begin with passive and end with active. Then for tense, we are talking about present, past, and future. You don't have to start with present and then go back to past or future, depending on the intention. I still have something more to talk about tenses. For now, let us use examples to illustrate what I mean. Now, I have one should listen to his employer if you want promotion. One is singular and is indefinite pronoun. Now, I'm using you here, which is second person pronoun, and out of place. Because this one now is one-on-one, but this one is third person. So it's like moving from third person to second person, a shift. And as much as this one is third person, it is better again to go with the indefinite. So we now have one should listen to one's employer if one wants promotion. Then I have here now, this is a conditional sentence which starts with the past. If he were to take an old friend's advice, he will leave the job. This one contradicts it. So it should be, if he were to take an old friend's advice, he would leave his job. Then here, a true Democrat accepts the opinion of the majority, even if they disagree with it. I'm talking about the Democrats, which is the subject of my discussion. So I wonder why they should come in. So here we have two errors. One, shift from first person to third person, then singular to plural. I have a true Democrat, which is one person. Using they here now is wrong. So it should be a true Democrat accepts the opinion of the majority, even if he disagrees with it. Because I'm talking about this, so I should not say they. Then everyone has a favorite food they prepare for their best friend. Everyone again is singular and indefinite pronoun. So using they here and there is wrong. So it should be everyone has a favorite food he prepares for his friend. I want to elaborate more on this. First of all, notice that I used he, not she. Usually, in normal situation, he here does not just mean the male human being. We know that naturally, if we want to refer to human being, we say man. And in that case, it covers both male and female. So it is in that spirit that I use he. Again, you may go to the dictionary and find an expression like this one here. You begin to wonder why. This type of sentence may be accepted in informal situation and spoken English. That is spoken informal situation. So in that case, if you see an expression like this in the dictionary, it doesn't mean that it's all that correct, but you find out that the dictionary sees it as talking to you as an informal situation. So he's using that now to explain something for you, not that is the normal expression to be used in a formal setting. Then you have this last one, which is a mixture of tense. A mixture of voice. The students wrote the exam, active voice. and the result was published by the principal, passive voice. So the mission is not the same. It is conveying a single idea about an examination. So I should maintain one voice. It's either I report in the past, or in the active or passive. That's why I have the students wrote the exam and the principal published the result. This very one is active. Then here I have passive. The exam was written by the students and the result was published by the principal. Now let me come back to tense. In tense we have what we call eternal truth. And that is, if you want to report something, I will refer you to a comprehensive guide in English. Under Concord, you will see these things. So in active, in the tense, while reporting literature stories, we see literature as life. And so everything about literature is reported in present tense. For instance, if I'm talking about Things Fall Apart, I will now say it's the story of Ike Mefune, a boy that is brought under Okonkwo's guidance, and when it is time for him to be killed, it is unfortunate that it is his guardian that killed him. So you see now, I'm reporting the incident in the present. Literature is seen as life, and so when reporting events in literature, we talk about it in present tense. Again, when we report what we call eternal truth, we now report it in the present, or we are reporting something cited in a book. We say it in the present tense, because if you go back to that particular book that is published, you still get that thing as it is. So if I now want to say, the preacher told us that God loves us. So there in the Bible, we know that God loves us, and God has not stopped loving us. In as much as the preacher said it yesterday or day before yesterday, but often, and God still loves us. So such a thing is what we refer to as eternal truth. We still have something like, up to now, the earth is round. Nobody has disproved Gamaliel. So one can still say Gamaliel said that the earth is round. It is still there. Nobody has disproved it for us to say it was. So with this, we end our lesson on this particular topic. Thank you.